Yo, what is up, you guys? Your boy Swag-kun back at it again with another video, and today we're going to be going over the defense and final four tier list updated as of August 2023. So let's go ahead and get straight into it, baby. Starting off, as always, we will be going through the Shinobi that needs to be moved around first, already currently on the tier list, and then after that we will be going ahead and adding in the new Shinobi that have gotten rekits and have been added into the game. So without further ado, please make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe down below, join the Swag fam if you haven't already, join the Discord, link is in the description. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So right now, in the meta of evasion strip and of all of these things, we're gonna go ahead and start moving people around. So starting off, my boy Hokage Naruto, the GOAT of the game, my GOAT, I'm gonna be dropping down to almost perfect. And the reason for that is because he doesn't have evasion strip, unfortunately. You can't equip 20th anniversary Naruto onto Hokage Naruto to basically fix that evasion strip. Units like Kawaki and Boruto, if you use them on defense, they're still insanely powerful. Like, they still do a lot of damage. Even though they don't have evasion strip, you can equip 20th anniversary Naruto onto them to fix that evasion strip that they're missing. But unfortunately, you can't do that for Hokage Naruto, and there's not another evasion strip follow-up in the game. So for that reason, I am dropping him down to almost perfect. But he's still almost perfect, you know what I'm saying? He's missing evasion strip, but he has a lot of iframes, a lot of invincibility, and he's still very, very good at stalling units who don't have evasion strip. So still very solid. Next up, Wonder Ninja Sasuke, still clapping cheeks. Only reason for that is because, yes, he has X ultimate that can cancel revival, but he's just missing a follow-up jutsu. And right now, not being able to summon a follow-up jutsu is actually a pretty big deal because most units have a follow-up jutsu equipped onto them. So for that reason alone, I will be dropping him down to double S tier. Momoshiki, kind of the same reason as Narukage, except Momoshiki I feel like is a little bit more difficult because when his cooldown time gets increased, since you normally only want to use 2 jutsus on him, it makes it a little harder on him to be able to summon those 2 jutsus. You really need him like maxed out if you want to put him in your base, but he relies a lot on evasion, and with all this evasion strip, he's not really as good as he used to be, unfortunately. And for that reason, same reason, I will be dropping 20th anniversary Sasuke. Heavily relies on his evasion, but with evasion strip being the meta right now, it's just not really as good as he used to be, you know what I'm saying? And he doesn't have the same iframes that Hokage Naruto has. Next up, we got Mama Sakura. Same reason, the evasion strip. Right now, a lot of units, bro, a lot of units that are getting a little bit outdated who relied heavy on evasion. I'm sure these units will come back up to almost perfect and GOAT tier when they get their rekits, but right now, because of the evasion strip meta, they are going to have to be dropping down to clapping cheeks, which is still respectable, you know what I'm saying? But like, they can stall certain units still, but most units right now, like the Final Valley units who are mains, they're going to be getting clapped. So that's why I'm going to be dropping them down one by one. Edo Itachi as well, the GOAT. I know you will be getting your justice soon, my boy. I know you will, but right now you are mid as fuck, which is why you're going to be putting in S tier as of right now. OG Madara, I'm also going to be dropping down for the same reason as Wonder Ninja Sasuke. He has no follow-up jutsu, does a lot of damage, but even if like he doesn't have evasion strip either, so same reason, he himself gives himself evasion, but evasion strip units are going to be, you know, clapping their cheeks, so he's going to get dropped down. Kimimaru, I just feel like he's a little bit outdated now, so we're going to put him in mid. B, outdated, in mid. Raikage in mid. And Indra, he does have a follow-up jutsu, but for the same reason, no evasion strip, I'm going to put him in mid. He does do pretty good damage, but in my opinion, he's a blue unit, so he's going to need a lot of investment, and you really need him maxed out. And there's better blue units in the game who have evasion strip that are better worth investing your resources and your time into. So we're going to go ahead and put him down here in mid for that reason. But as far as everybody else, I feel like everyone else can kind of hold their own up here. These are the GOAT defenders as of right now. And everyone else, you guys can kind of stay right here. The rest of them have iframes and have other things that are kind of keeping them viable into the game. So we're going to keep them right here. Now, let's go ahead and get straight into the brand new units that have been added into the game and where they belong on the tier list. So, Edo Hashirama, we're going to put him in still clapping cheeks. I know a lot of people really like him, so if you want to put him in almost perfect, I can understand that. I'm not even being a hater like that. I like Hashirama, but in my opinion, he lacks damage, he lacks iframes, and his invincibility is hella weird. Like, he has invincibility at the start of his jutsu. In the middle of the animation, he loses it. when the animation is done, he doesn't have it. There's like a short little like 2-second period, and then he gets invincibility again. I don't like those gaps, me personally, because that gives you time to kill him in the middle of his animation. So for that reason, I'm going to put him in Still Clapping Cheeks. And like I said, there's not really that many good units that have seal that will be worth using, that he has seal resistance decrease. So for that reason, I'm going to put him in Still Clapping Cheeks. But if you really like him and in triple S tier, then I can also understand that. But in my opinion, I'm putting him in double S tier. Say to 6 pass Madara. I would like to put him in mid. A lot of simps are going to put him in Clapping Cheeks and Almost Perfect. In my opinion, this man is mid. I don't think he's great. As an attack unit, you can build him up with the most attack in the world, but he doesn't really have good iframes. His AI is really, really bad on defense. Like, he just stands there and like stares at you with like his Rinnegan and doesn't do anything with it. He's just gonna stand there and stare at you for like a good 10 seconds. And a red type unit is very squishy, so he's gonna get his cheeks clapped very fast. In my opinion, he's mid. Unfortunately, I love Madara, bro. Like I said, he's the god of all shinobi. Should have been the last villain in Naruto. Fuck that Kaguya shit. He should have been the last villain because they hyped him up so much. I love the boy Say to 6 pass Madara, but unfortunately, Bandai was hating on him, and in my opinion, he's going to be mid. Next up, we got Rin. As a regular defender, Rin I'm going to put in Still Clapping Cheeks. She can be pretty good when paired up like in the Revival Summon, so if you put like Final Valley Sasuke or like Baryon Naruto in Revival and then put her next to them, then she could probably be Almost Perfect, but by herself, I'm going to put her in Still Clapping Cheeks. She has invincibility. She also gives herself a lot of buffs, so that's pretty good. But she shines more in Final Room. I don't think she's mid, but she's definitely not Almost Perfect. She's just, you know, she's solid, so we're going to put her in Clapping Cheeks. Kid Kakashi. Kid Kakashi, I'm going to go ahead and put in Almost Perfect. He decreases paralysis resistance, so when paired up with Final Valley Sasuke, he's really good. The only problem is with blue units, same as Anbu Itachi and OG Minato, a lot of investment, a lot of resources, a lot of they're very squishy. Back in the day, they used to be really good because the blue units have the most chakra in the game, but right now that everyone heals themselves, it doesn't really matter too much. So you need to build them with a lot of HP and a lot of attack and a lot of defense, so they need to be very well-rounded with resources, which is why he's going to be an Almost Perfect, in my personal opinion. Blue units are pretty squishy, but they do a lot of damage. So he belongs in Almost Perfect. That's the reason why he's not in GOAT tier or anything like that. That's just my opinion. Kid Sasuke. Same thing. We're going to go ahead and put him in Almost Perfect for that same reason. He's a blue unit. Blue units have been coming out pretty good, man. But he does a lot of damage. Sucks enemies in. If you guys haven't seen my Kid Sasuke showcase, please make sure to check that out. That man is a monster when built up the right way. Does a lot of damage. Double strip, sucks enemies in. The chakra strip is crazy, but for the same reason, he is a blue unit, which is why he's going to be and Almost Perfect. Next up, we got Kid Naruto. Kid Naruto isn't Still Clapping Cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. He's not amazing, but he's not trash. He's just very solid all around. And I'm cool with that. I'm good with that. He does good damage, has good AoE. But he is missing a lot of iframes. Like, he doesn't have true iframes, unfortunately, so that's just kind of holding him back a little bit. But he's still Clapping Cheeks, putting in work. Sage 6 pass Onoki, low league. Sakura, low league. Rin Sharingan Sasuke, also low league. Tamari, low league. Kakuzu, low league. And Haku, low league. All the Shinobi story mission are going to be in low league Kaka, unfortunately. They deserve so much better. They deserve so much more justice, bro. Like, it's so tough, but that's Bandai for you, man. On the surveys, y'all got to put on there, get rid of the Shinobi story summons. Don't ask for that shit. But anyways, this has been the main defense tier list. Let's go ahead and go into the final room tier list to finish off this video. But I will leave this up here for a couple seconds in case y'all want to take a screenshot, do whatever y'all want to do. But let's go ahead and get straight into the defense final room tier list. Let's get it. All right, you guys, and we back for the final room tier list. As the last one, we're going to go ahead and move everybody around first, and then after that, we will be adding in the new Shinobi that have been added into the game. So, starting off, who is going to be getting demoted from GOAT tier? There are a lot of great Shinobi in Final Room right now, but some of you are going to have to get demoted. Starting off with the boy Shadow Sasuke. Almost perfect though. He's not getting dropped down too far. He's still really good. It gives his whole team invincibility. You can equip 20th anniversary Naruto onto him, so he also has evasion strip. Overall, almost perfect. He's just a little bit outdated, which is why I'm going to drop him down to almost perfect. I'm keeping Boruto here because a lot of people still use him, and if you don't have Rin, or you don't have her new kit, or you don't like Rin for whatever reason, Boruto is still a very great alternative. The only reason why I personally like Rin over Boruto is because Boruto, most of the time you have to equip him with only his heal, and if you equip him with his heal and Rasengan, you have to like reset his jutsus a lot because his AI will mess up a lot. But aside from that, he's really good if you don't have Rin, or you don't like Rin's kit that much. He's still a very good alternative, which is why he's going to be staying here. Beremo Naruto, I'm going to drop him to almost perfect. He's still very good in Final Room. He does a lot of damage, you know, has a lot of chakra strip and all that stuff. But in my opinion, he's just kind of selfish with his buffs, which is why I feel like there's better units out there. But if you're like down bad and have nobody else, he's still a really good unit to have in there. But there's better units out there to have in Final Room. Kawaki, I'm going to drop him down to almost perfect as well. For the same reason as Baryon, he does a lot of damage, does a lot of good stuff. But there's better units out there who give a lot better buffs and who just do more work in there, in my opinion. Hokage Naruto, I'm also going to put him in almost perfect for that same reason. He's missing evasion strip, which is just a huge hit to his kit. So he's almost perfect. Almost. So we're going to drop him down to almost perfect as well. Minato is just a little outdated. I feel like there's better units who, he does have evasion strip, which is great, but I just feel like there's better units out there who do more than what his kit does, and I feel like he shines better in the main outfield instead of Final Room instead. 20th anniversary Sasuke, I'm going to go ahead and drop him down to double S tier. Only relies on his evasion. He used to be pretty good, but now that there's so much evasion strip in the game, he's going to be dropping down a little bit. Still clapping cheeks though, you know, still respectable, but we're going to drop him down. Shikamaru, I'm also going to drop him down to double S tier. I'm sure that when you build him up the right way, you have to make him very tanky, very tanky. And I feel like with all that investment, it's better to invest them into another Shinobi that are in GOAT tier compared to someone who can be only good when highly invested into, if that makes sense. So that's the only reason, but he's still clapping cheeks for sure. And then Momoshiki, actually, I'm gonna bump him up to still clapping cheeks because he has the increased cooldown time effect, and you can equip a good follow-up jutsu onto him. But he just needs, you know, like I said, there's better Shinobis out there. But if you do decide to put him in here, like if you're in a lower league, he's still pretty good in my opinion. Like he's not bad. He's just solid, I guess. So yeah. So now let's go ahead and get straight into the new Shinobi that have been added into the game, and let's go ahead and see where they land on the tier list. So Edo Hashirama starting off, he's going to be going in almost perfect for Final Room. Yeah, I know. A lot of you are gonna be like, damn, Swag, you've been hating on Edo Hashirama for a minute. I'm really not though, in my opinion, but in Final Room is pretty good. He insta-casts an invincibility jutsu, which is great. Gives his whole team invincibility. Given it's a little bit, you know, weird, like the way that invincibility works on his jutsu, but it's still there. He gives his team buffs, which isn't bad, and he decreases seal resistance, which is a little bit better in Final Room. You know what I'm saying? So overall, almost perfect, so we're going to keep him there. Next up, we're going to go ahead and go with Rin. Low League, I'm just playing. She isn't GOAT tier, obviously. In my opinion, the best Final Room unit in the game. With her healing chime jutsu, okay, if you pair her up with Boruto, you can use her new X ultimate. But if you don't, you can still use healing chime. She'll still insta-cast it. Her heal gives everyone insane buffs. Her log jutsu has double strip at limit break 3. You can even tank some X ultimates that are low leveled. Overall, she's just a monster of a unit, bro. A great Final Room unit. In my opinion, one of the best ones, if not the best one in the entire game. So obviously, she's going to go in the GOAT tier. We're going to leave her right there. Next up, we have Sage 6 Pass Madara. As a Final Room unit, still mid. I'm sorry, man. This man is still mid. I'm sorry. I wish he would have been up here, bro. I wish Bandai would have given him a goated kit because that's what this guy deserved. It's tragic, bro. It's tragic. The favorites that Bandai has is so tragic, bro. But mid. I'm sorry, Madara, but you're mid. Mid Madara. Next up, we got Kid Sasuke. In my personal opinion, this man is GOAT tier, bro. If you guys have not seen my Sasuke video, please go check that out, bro. Let that video show you guys just why this man is GOATed. He has evasion strip. He has an insta-cast limit break that will give the whole team invincibility. Kind of like Shisui, kind of like that. He won't insta-cast it like Shisui, but if he survives the first hit, he's going to be using that, sucks enemies in, huge evasion strip, huge chakra depletion, and it just sucks enemies into one specific spot. It's just an amazing jutsu. Does a lot of damage with his 4-star. It's very quick. It's very high damage. So overall, a very good final room unit. And he decreases confusion resistance, which is very good because most of you guys have Final Valley Naruto in final room, so they're a very good combination to go hand in hand together in that final room. I personally think he's better than Anbu Itachi in final room, but if you don't have Kid Sasuke or didn't want to summon on him, then Anbu Itachi is still a very goated unit to have in there as well. So in my opinion, he's GOAT tier. Kid Naruto is actually an almost perfect in my opinion. If you guys haven't seen my Kid Naruto showcase, then go ahead and check that shit out, bro, and you guys will see why. This man has very good damage in final room, huge AoE, and his Gamabunta, he insta-casts his Gamabunta as well, which gives him invincibility. And the chakra depletion that this man does is actually insane. Like, he actually has a very good chakra depletion and does very good damage. So in my opinion, he belongs at almost perfect. This man's actually very good in final room. He's actually pretty underrated in my opinion. So next up, we got Kid Kakashi. Kid Kakashi, I'm gonna put in GOAT tier as well. This man is also an alternative to Anbu Itachi, except he has paralysis resistance. So he decreases paralysis resistance in final room, which is why I believe he belongs in GOAT tier. He can be kind of interchangeable right here, but overall, he's about on the same tier as Itachi. So yeah, I mean, he does lack a little bit of iframes, like his animations are very short, but if you build him up with the right team around him, he's very good, does a lot of damage, decreases paralysis, so overall a very good unit to have in final room. So he definitely deserves his flowers up here for sure. Onoki, Loli Kaka, Sakura, Loli Kaka. This is the most depressing part of the video, bro. Sasuke, Tamari, Kakuzu, and Haku all Loli Kaka. Unfortunately, they're not worth, or actually Tamari could probably be in mid and Sakura could probably be in mid, but the rest of them, unfortunately, they're gonna be in Loli Kaka. So it is what it is, man. Bandai decided to give these Shinobi story summons, and they deserve their own rekit, rightfully. Like, tell me it wouldn't be so dope to have like a broken like Haku in the game, because OG Minato, let's be honest, bro, OG Minato did not deserve the kit that he had. Like, he was one of those Shinobi who probably could have, I was expecting him to get a Shinobi story mission, like, summon. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, Killer B. Like, if Killer B would have gotten an insane rekit like OG Minato, that would have been hard. Haku, like, Konan, like, Orochimaru, Kabuto, like, Rock Lee, you know what I'm saying? Kisame, like, all these Shinobi, bro, they deserve so much better, bro. I don't know why they couldn't just do to them what they did to OG Minato. Like, that's just so stupid to me, bro. Like, having a broken Rock Lee, bro, I would have went crazy for a Rock Lee, or like a Kabuto or a Konan or some shit. Like Haku, like, I don't know, bro. That's why I'm so salty about it. That's why when those questionnaires or those surveys came out, I'll be telling y'all to tell them to cancel it. Okay, I'm going on the rant, sorry. Anyways, this is my final room and defense tier list. Please let me know down in the comment section below. What do y'all think? I would love to hear your guys' opinions. Would you guys move anyone up? Would you guys move anyone down? Let me know what y'all think, man. But anyways, thank you for sticking around to the end. Please make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. Join the Swag fam if you haven't already. At 5K subscribers, I will be doing a face reveal and a fat Q&A just to say thank you. So make sure y'all sub up, subscribe down below, join the Discord. Link is in the description. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Stay swaggy, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.